Hello, my name is Austin Young.
Hello, my name is Brandon Wu.
I've chosen a major of mechanical engineering, which is located in the engineering building, mechanical engineering building.
I have chosen the major civil engineering, which is located Rivera Mall.
And mechanical engineering basically is researching and building components and entire systems on a really small scale and on that allows you to create things or assemble parts on machines.
Civil engineering major is a major that can get you know about how to build and design the infrastructure of the society, such as water supply systems and highways.
Alright. And what do you learn in mechanical engineering? Well, some things that you will learn are materials and how they relate to others. This, a course such as this, would be MSE 230, which is basically working with how malleable or ductile materials are in relationship to others, such as aluminum being very bendable. The next thing you would learn is thermodynamics, which is ME 300. Basically, this is dealing with heat and energy that can be applied to materials and see how well they can withstand these pressures and change and the things of that nature. Another thing you will learn in mechanical engineering amongst some barrage of other courses is designing, which is ME 352. Basically, designing is how it sounds. You get to get on a computer, perhaps maybe on blueprint paper, and you design systems and things of that nature online or by hand.
Okay, the courses you are going to learn in civil engineering major is mechanics classes such as CE 298 and the engineering materials class such as CE 331 and also the hydraulics class such as CE 340. So the hydraulics classes are classes that teach you how to pressurize the liquid or gas to lift heavy object. And also you will be learning civil engineering design projects such as CE 498.
Amongst all these courses, and since both me and him are in the civil engineering, we are required to go into what is called the first year engineering program. This means that our first year in the engineering program is going to be the same, quite literally. This means that our classes, our university core classes, are going to include MA 165. This is our quantitative reasoning class. Next would be our Science University core, and this is something like Physics 172 or greater.
In addition to that, both our majors are going to have the same SDS University core, which is Chem 115 or higher, and also no foreign languages are required for our majors. And last of all, we 3 electives for both our classes.
According to my SDS score or my Holland code, it would be highly beneficial for me to have a high score in investigative, realistic, and conventional score for me to be successful in mechanical engineering, which I do. This score basically tells me that since I'm investigative, I am intellectually curious, perhaps, maybe. It means I ask why things function the way they do and how they work in relationship to other machines. And so my investigative part of me will allow me to better create and design better and new systems. The realistic part of my Holland code allows me to work with my hands well. And since I can work with my hands, I'm allowed to physically create these systems, if need be. And then the conventional score, which is my organization level, allows me to stay on task perhaps, and also to create a visually appealing system, not have buttons and switches being every which way. It's actually in a more orderly fashion.
Okay, according to the MBTI test that I took, I got MBTI code which is INTP. And INTP stands for introversion, intuition, thinking, and perceiving. So I think this code really fit with civil engineering major because an introvert person will think through to gain more understanding, and An intuition person will focus more on the big picture, and a thinking person will make decisions on logical analysis, and also a perceiving person will take in all available information before they decide.
Everyone's worried about jobs when they grow up. For mechanical engineers, we have it pretty well off, I think. According to the webpage, we could become astronauts, patent lawyers, physicians, chief engineers, and entrepreneurs, as well as CEOs and professionals.
And the jobs for civil engineering is so evidently civil engineer, and also you can be the project manager, and also you could be project engineer.
Strangely, there was no clear... Behind me is the old mechanical engineering building where most of my classes would be at. It's all located on Memorial Mall. To your left is the old engineering administration building where the engineering classes used to be, which is being torn down at this point. Keep going to the right, you will see the clock tower, which is an iconic spot on campus. And all the way behind you now is Engineering Fountain, which is also an iconic spot here on Purdue and on Memorial Mall.
Hi everyone, I'm Brandon Liu, and now I'm standing on Memorial Mall, and this is the building of civil engineering. So most of the classes that will be taken for civil engineering will be in this building, and adjacent to this building that way, that's the, even if you couldn't see it, but it's behind the tree is the Armstrong building of engineering. So I have to take some of my courses in that building. And then across the street, that is Push, and then next to Push, that is a building of pharmacy. So that's my department location general overview. Thank you.
Student programs that could be found around the colleges that we went to. The code requirements for our first year engineering program that we'll be getting into first requires us to have a 3.2 GPA or better. In addition to this, we will have to have these university core classes already have taken in order to CODO in. This it would be our Math 165, our Science Chem 115, our STS for physics, those. And also we need to have a C- or better in every class that we're taking, such as our math class, our humanities class, communications 114, and our science class.
Okay, the similarities between our majors is firstly, since we are all engineer students, so we all have to attend the first year engineer program, which means the courses that we're going to take for our first year is mostly are going to be the same. And secondly, the code requirements for both of us is the same, which is 3.2 GPA or higher. And also, both of us are going to take the thermodynamics, which is ME 200.
Differences include those such as the years after our first engineering class. And after we get our first year engineering, our class will be specified because I will be in a different major than he will be. This means that I will be taking a lot more ME number courses, and he will be taking a lot of CE for mechanical engineering and civil engineering. Also, I will have to take a lot more thermodynamics than he will because I will have to work a lot more with the materials themselves. He will work a lot more with hydraulics than I will because he will have to work with how to properly support structures and things of that nature.
The reason that you should choose civil engineering is firstly, you get to learn and know about the infrastructure of the society. And secondly, civil engineers are really well paid. And thirdly, you could learn how to design your own stuff in the civil engineer design project class.
I think you should choose mechanical engineering, aside from the fact that you can become an astronaut, is that you will actually be able to take a metallurgy class, which allows you to take rings, or make rings out of things like coins and whatnot, which I think is pretty cool. Also, I think you should take mechanical engineering because you can design things on the computer, and then once it becomes built, you can see things coming together, which is really a comforting thing to watch, something that you designed being built. I thank you for watching our video, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Okay, this should be fine. 好了。